275 constituency bases for a party, then it's good that they should buy combines for we the farmers too.
Combines chasing us for their services charges.
People are looking for market. You are telling us 3 years along the land. That is where you are able to stop the importation. They shouldn't add injury to our pay.
Now rice is langomi here. You know langomi. Our people usually go. They pay back.
We'll go on demonstration.
Ghana has huge rice production potential that can help wipe out hunger and reduce food insecurity.
These valleys alone will be able to feed this country for half a year of rice. One season, we are producing so much that this country can actually consume, and we will still have surplus for export.
The country was once a self-sufficient rice producer and even exporter, but that was short-lived, and Ghana quickly became heavily dependent on imports.
There was so much rice harvest, bumper harvest, the rice mill and tamale said they didn't need any more rice. Rice, they will exceed capacity and there will be a problem. So they didn't accept more rice. So somebody came out with an innovative idea of using rice to prepare local pito, they call tiger pito during those days.
The government is trying to go back to the good old days with the introduction of a Planting for Food and Jobs program. For the 2019 production year, just like the year before, government supplied certified seeds and subsidized fertilizer.
We also did our best, but I can attribute my current volume of rice that I harvested this year with an increased acreage, but lower than last year. So last year I had a lower acreage, but the yield was higher than this year with an increased acreage. Simply because the fertilizer app got short in the district. We looked for what we couldn't get. At the time they brought it, the rest have taken over the farms.
In the middle of the season where there was a peak need of urea, there was no urea in the country. Not even the subsidy. Even the open market, you look for urea. I went to Tamale, I didn't get. I arranged Nakra, sent the money, they brought the money back to me, was looking for the fertilizer, no fertilizer. It have also reduced our yield this year.
Nonetheless, the farmers did what they were asked to do to produce more, and they did so in large quantities.
It's disaster. It's disaster because it's not caused by nature. Because God bless us with rainfalls this year. The rice yielded well.
Mona bapa yeah can say mona budisia planning and food and jobs no abba na abua mana abba bebre ama yensu etimi tubi e de kokumase kana nakora te de o mokra fura bruchire ba no wote so ho nanka boayen a ye beto no ne ye ni a farmers no boa farmers no mo o mutimi do no muso nya sika kakra de to ombotom.
However, what was supposed to be a bumper season turned out to be the beginning of the farmers' troubles. Across rice-growing fields, lack of storage facilities for the rice left fields, homes, and shoulders of roads inundated with heaps of harvested and bagged rice for weeks.
The rice is lying there, nobody wants to buy. We don't have a place to store. They are getting spoiled. When I turn this rice inside, it's full of molds. We cannot also convey it somewhere and go and store it. That is the situation. We contacted Ghana Commodity Exchange. This will provide you a storage places for you to keep your produce, and then they will trade it, and then it will be sold. As we speak, they don't have enough storage places. The one storage facility in Sandoma is still filled with maize. NAFCO are nowhere to be found.
We are building, warehouses. We have 9 of them currently ongoing in the region. The only thing is that we haven't completed them yet. What this means for us as a government is push hard, and finish this, even if we finish these 9 warehouses, that is which each warehouse takes 1,000 metric tons. That alone will be 9,000 metric tons. Most of the warehouses are about 90% complete in this region. In fact, the contractors are only running behind time.
Trees now have the added advantage of serving as storage facilities. Drying facilities are also absent, leaving the produce sprouting on the farms. The farmers are helpless.
Sometimes a farmer will harvest for at least 2 weeks, in which the rice is still in the stack. How can you dry it? When you mill that rice, you won't get the quality. There are a lot of rice there. They don't even have a space to even dry those rice.
Me and my farmers, we are hopeless. Because as you can see this rice, we don't know what we are going to do with them. When the rains come now, they are already becoming moldy. When the rains come now, we'll just pack our things and go.
Their problems are compounded by the lack of readily available markets.
Now rice is langomi here. You know langomi? Our people usually go. When you buy 2 bags of the tall sacks of rice, this has 5, which is as tall as myself. They buy 2 bags, you add them 1 bag to us. And we are not even getting them.
Combines people who are chasing us for their services charges. So those of us who don't have money, we just compelled to sell it to whoever offer any price, just for you to do away with your debts.
We don't even see someone who you sell the rice for. And we are finding it very difficult. And because of this thing, I'm not sure a lot of people will be going to the second farming, which is the minor season. I've harvested from September up to now. I don't even have a penny.
Farmers are sleeping on their farms and roadsides, hoping to get hold of buyers. But each day ended in disappointment. Companies like Avinash Rice Mills, based in northern Ghana, who for years could not find paddy rice to mill, and whom farmers were counting on, came under pressure.
Now there's no market for us because Avinash, who promised to buy, is now not buying. They say last year the rice they even bought is still sitting there. We thought the government could have given them the opportunity to sell to the schools, which he can also buy from us and then produce.
Before we came into expanding rice production for 2019, we actually had discussion with the policymakers, and we got the assurance as part of the presidential initiative for rice that when we produce, we'll get market. They also tax National Food Buffer Stock Company to buy them. Ghana Commodity Exchange Program was also to guarantee market by selling the produce on their platform. We also had discussion with Avinash. Avinash is a private company that bought all rice that was produced last year. So most farmers actually went in with the hope that all this put together was going to provide market access for rice farmers.
Ghana can export this rice to neighboring country. That is why Ghana government should help us to grow. When we grow, it is in the favor of this country. I think our major challenge was, first of all, importation. Secondly, major challenge is that government has reduced the duty to 50%. We want government to encourage us because it's a partnership. And if government can insist on these departments, consumption is not a problem. Instead of imported, you can consume local.
Strongman Foods and Farms Company, the safe haven for farmers within the Greater Accra region last year, also shuts its doors to the farmers.
This is an off-taker with a big capacity. Why can't government assist him or the banks? We are looking at the banks. Let the banks give him money to off-take the rice from us. This month, he buys the paddy right from the farm gate, dry, clean, mill, and then grade according to your request.
The farmers, demoralized, and small-scale buyers, the only option displaying excessive market prowess.
You see these tall sacks behind you there. 3 of that is converted to 2 bags, and each bag now sold at this thing 200 cedis.
It looks like elastic. When they are bagging it, it expands, and then they will over bag the thing such a way that you, the farmer, you have to turn your back. And the 3 bags they will give you 400 Ghana cedis, which is 2 bags money, and the one is free.
Now farmers have to employ weighing strategies, offering free guinea fowls to incentivize them to buy their rice.
There is no market for it. The market women who are coming to buy, we have to chase them, give them bribes, buy guinea fowls for them before we even get them to come to and then they buy the rice.
Buffer Stock came last week and promised that he is here and his people in Accra working out for people to come around. So we are hoping that people will come around to buy, or the Buffer Stock themselves will also come and absorb all this rice. But up to now, we have not seen any sign.
By the time they will reach here, in actual fact, the farmers would have borne the consequences. In fact, because by the time they will come, things would have gone bad.
The Buffer Stock, if they really mean business, they should just come quickly and save us. If they keep on saying without action, before they come, many of the farmers might have suffered the consequence.
The question I want to ask is that, is it true that ADB Bank has given Buffer Stock money to purchase our paddy rice? Because it has been alleged that they have given them money to come and purchase our rice, and we are not hearing from them.
Even hearing from another media stations that they have sent some people to come and buy our rice, and then there's still even not enough rice for them, which is not true. They should tell me who have come here to buy the rice and how much have they come. They should give me the name of the buyer that they have sent here and he have come to buy the rice. They shouldn't add injury to our pain. They shouldn't add injury into our pain.
Ironically, government policy encourages the importation of thousands of tons of rice into the country.
Why do we flood the market with imported rice? Even to the extent that government's own program, the school feeding program, is only imported rice. They are feeding our kids.
We can't be working, wasting our money. At the end of the day, we get the produce, and then they will go and import rice and come and fill the country, and then we will be suffering. If you say food for job, and then you help the people to produce, and at the end of the day they don't sell, then what is the use of food for job?
The point we are making is that the focus of government, especially the Planting for Food and Jobs program, is more on the production side, but there is little effort on the marketing. But does it make sense?
The foreign rice no more transfer. Ye deni beko. Chese ye mona ede. Unuya, ubedi unuya si ho 3 days po ensayi.
The value of rice imports escalated 8-fold, from $152 million in 2007 to a peak of $1.3 billion between 2014 and 2015 from 20 countries. According to the United States Department for Agriculture, 780,000 metric tons of rice was imported in 2017, representing a 30% increase in imports from 2016. In 2018, about 800 metric tons were imported.
We will soon be locking shops of imported rice, because we are thinking that if government doesn't have the courage to take the bull by the horns to ban importation of rice, we will do that for government.
Politicians, the way they are doing things, when they are in opposition, they may talk a lot, but when they come to power, we will not see the reality of what they are saying. We are demonstrating to show to the government that the farmers at Australia here are serious.
We are about 70%. And then we have seen that if government is not listening, we have seen teachers going to demonstration and government will listen. We are seeing nurses going to demonstration and government is listening. It means that government wants us to go to demonstration. And we will go on demonstration. We will go on demonstration. And this will not be 1 week, 2 days or 4 days. We are going to continue until he listens to us.
EA Communications and the Peasant Farmers Association embarked on robust and sustained traditional and social media campaign for the consumption of local rice. With compelling news reports on some media channels, we set the agenda and pushed government hard.
All of us need to get involved in this drive towards self-sufficiency. I'm giving directions that by the 1st of January this year, all the state institutions are going to have to now live off Ghanaian produce and Ghanaian rice.
The president has demonstrated commitment.
Rebecca, my beautiful wife, our first lady, insists that we eat local rice at home and has made sure of this. I call on all Ghanaians. I call on all Ghanaians to follow my example and eat local rice.
But that was far too late, leaving the farmers in pain. Wildfires fast razed large swaths of rice farms. Their efforts and investments went down the drain.
We lost over 1,000 acres of farm paddy rice on the field. That is, if I want to quantify it, it's ranging to about 1,000 to 1,500 tons. Most of those who got their rice farm BEMS are likely not to be able to cultivate again. And those who cultivate might not be able to increase their farm sizes to the extent to which they did in 2019. It might also discourage others who were planning to join the queue because they don't know what will happen to them in 2020.
Lack of combined harvesters across major rice growing areas is one of the causes of their woes.
If you see some people them arise, even it's not mine, but it seems to me to weep for them because you collected the money from some of the market women and the rest have done. It's not harvest. In fact, it is a painful. It's painful for we the farmers. See, once I'm here by this time until evening time because of this machine, just I'm watching that if they harvest this one, I'll monitor the machine. You will go to harvest another one before maybe it will reach me.
Harvest and a bin, me go say need ya no ko ho obesu. I say fifi, onya harvest and bi, nkofro bebre. Nia eye ready. Any nia afa na nso ye ready. Ni nyina gu ho, ye nya harvest.
Last year he farmed 20 acres and then this year he farmed 48 acres. The 48 acres that he harvested 20 acres, but the problem is the combine harvester, and more to the point, those who are to buy the rice too, they are not seeing them.
I brought there 3 combines from Asuchari, and look at the combines packed over there. They are looking for money, and we the farmers, we don't even have money. The women that bought 2 for 3, they are also saying that they have to send them the rice to the market buy before they will come and give us the money. Unless we pay them their money before they will continue harvesting.
For weeks, farmers queued and fought over combined harvesters.
Some of the farmers go bribe the harvesters' owners so that they will harvest the rice. Like my own is here, somebody own is here, is dry. They'll harvest just that person, bribe the person, they'll harvest that one, and they took the harvesters, go different place. And that rice, that lodge, then they are swearing, they are swearing.
We are suffer for the machine. So when we saw another person, when they have you want to continue on your own. So we don't want him to take the machine away. This is what we are fighting for. This is what he is telling me. But the time when I'm looking for the machine, I've never seen him over there. So I don't know that he also among.
Farmers in the Upper East region, a major rice growing area, are perhaps the most vulnerable. The regional MOFA office does not have a single combined harvester to help farmers.
We don't have any combined harvester. What we have, they are all scrapped. About 2 of them are all packed behind our offices here. They are scrapped. They cannot do anything. You see, the one that was actually working on the ford, they got bent by bushfire. So if you go now on the ford, it's just standing there.
We are pleading with them that if one person can able to buy 275 constituency buses for a party, then it's good that they should buy combines for we the farmers too. Because if you are able to buy one bus for a constituency to run a party, how much more will the farmer who put food to you before you even go out as a minister?
In major rice growing areas where mechanization centers were mapped since 2016, only weeds are in sight.
We thought that by this time it might have been fixed, but as at now, nothing is here. The place is now bushy again, and we so much need the services of mechanization.
I think the former government, the NDC, led by former President Mahama, have put up some mechanization center here. Since he left office, that thing has been abandoned there. Nothing has been done. When he was making that, he said they brought some tractors and combine. When the machines are in, he will just put those machines there for farmers to help the people of Australia. But when the tractors are in, the place was graded, they put signboard, everything's there. But the moment he left office, that's the end of the whole thing.
Certainly, these challenges for an ailing industry that is about picking up are serious drawbacks.
A large amount of the agriculture budget tend not to be spent directly on service delivery, but even the little that is allocated to agriculture, what goes into direct service delivery, what goes into infrastructural development for the agricultural sector. Yes, we will push for government to increase its efforts and meet the 10% mark.
Ghana, with an average rice production area of 897,000 hectares and only 239,340 hectares under cultivation, farmers and experts contend the country could be a major rice producer and exporter. They contend right policies, if addressed, will impact the entire rice value chain.